What up, everybody? I'm just gonna do audio today because I'm gonna be showing, stuff. So, and I just not feeling like the video type. I do most of the times, but just today I'm just gonna have to do audio because we're gonna watch Debbie's press conference from yesterday. There's 3 911 calls that came out that I would like to watch them with you and discuss it because I have a lot of thoughts on it, especially the one that the husband calls. And I guess I have a lot of thoughts on all of them. How many of you guys have heard all three of the 911 calls? So there's one that it's from her sister, there's one from her husband, and then there's two from her daughter. So there's actually 4 911 calls, okay? So, very interesting, guys. How many of you guys have seen it? Hold on, let me log on to my other so I have two screens. How's everybody doing, dude? I stayed up all night working on I'm working on that Megan interview where I got the whole thing and I have it all normal and I'm gonna be able to release it all and like with my thoughts and comparisons and stuff. But I'm doing like a lot of I'm trying to add like screenshots that kind of go along, like old screenshots of posts from I'm talking about the Kylie one now, real quick. So I stayed up all night, and what I ended up doing was I ended up organizing all my files, so I didn't get it finished. But I'm starting to get organized. So, all right, 1 second. Oh, let me just log into my other screen, and we will start. How many of you guys have seen the press conference from? I think it was yesterday, right? So we're gonna watch that together. Here. All right, let me put on my headphones. Hey, Instant Steve or Instant 7. That's a hocket. Holy moly. Yeah, I'm doing better, dude. My face is not, it's back to normal. It's not burning up anymore and it looks normal now. I'll show you my next live, but I don't know what was happening yesterday. That was weird. Oh, and so that live, it's still processing. I'm so mad it's taking so long. I had to cut that part out, and then I cut out the part where they played the music because um it was like Mac Miller and Kendrick Lamar, so I cut out both of those parts, which it'll end up making it lose the live stream. That's what sucks about having to trim your live streams. It takes away the live chat. But we went over. I feel like I went over a lot of good stuff on last night's live, so it's just taken forever to process. So whenever that's processed, it'll be back up. I keep checking like every hour, and it's like it's still processing. Gosh, I don't know why it takes so long. All right, hold on. Let me just get all my stuff ready. Sorry, I was just talking to my grandma. She distracted me for a while here because my mom's gone again and she's gonna be home any minute, but she just was just so confused about things. Okay. Debbie. So Lisa, what's up? Pink Madeline. So how's everybody doing today? What do you guys want to watch first? Let's do the 911 calls first, and then we'll do the press conference. What do you think? Let me see what you guys are saying, if a lot of you guys have heard all of it. You guys have heard all of them? Has anybody not heard them yet? I get that flame face, do you? Karma, my boy, my man. I don't know. I'm in a goofy mood today. Hold on. Let me see when that press conference. Why do I think it was from yesterday? It's either yesterday or the day before. Let me just double check so I could at least be accurate. Which I actually haven't watched the press conference yet because when I was listening to 911 calls, I didn't even know there was a press conference. And then I saw it and I'm like, okay, because I was already planning on doing the 911 call with you guys. And I was like, oh, cool. Let me just download this and we'll watch this together. So I haven't watched the press conference yet. We'll watch that together. How many of you guys? So first of all, put a one if you've seen, put a one in the chat if you no, wait. Put a one in the chat if you already heard the 911 calls. I want to start there and just see. So, press conference was from, oh, it was just today. Oh, Why did I think that said it was longer when I downloaded it? Hold on a second. Yeah, it was just from today. Okay. Well then. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I have, maybe there was 2 press conferences. Whoa. That's loud. Hold on a second. Holy crap. Whoa. Why is that? Well, I just want to make sure this is the same one. Okay. Because this one is saying, no, I guess it is. Huh. Yeah, it's from today, guys. All right. It's really loud though, so be careful when I turn it on. At least it was really loud in my ear when I just previewed it. All right. Have you guys watched the well, mine's really loud. The 911 calls though? Don't worry, yeah. I just like previewed because I downloaded it and I was seeing if it was the same as the one that said today because it's from a different channel. It's from, you know how there's multiple news people that does it, and holy crap, it busted my ears out. You probably heard it. Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, no, I haven't played it for you guys yet. It was playing just in my earphones. So if no, you'll see. It's I'm sure it's loud enough. It was really loud when I just previewed it. All right, so let's do the 911. Um, well, let's do 911 first because those are quick. Like each of them are just a couple minutes long, and then we'll do the press conference. Okay. So there's 3. I'm gonna start out with so what I do with the 911 calls is I put them in my editor and I turn them up as loud as possible because they were really low. So hopefully they'll be loud enough. Um, and those are the first one is gonna be the husband calling. Okay. All right. Let's do it.
After 911.
Yes. Came home. My wife wasn't home. Her driver's license still in there. The rental car's gone, and her daughter's here. And we were kind of worried about what's happening and where she's at. I was wondering if you could send somebody over here.
Okay. Do you have any medical issue? Let's say like Alzheimer's or something like that?
No. She's 59 years old. No, she has no medical issues, something like that. And according to her daughter, who went up and her purse is still here with her driver's license. The only thing is the phone is gone, and she sent her daughter a text about 2 hours ago saying they won't let me go. Whatever that means, we don't know. And I've been gone all day parking cars for the football game.
Okay, so first of all, I am going to just comment, and especially on this one. So he says that her credit cards are still there, and we've seen that she paid with a debit card. So that makes me wonder, is it her debit card she pays for in that Family Dollar? And if not, that would be easily trackable. So they're going to know if it's hers or not, right? And they never said it wasn't hers, unless if it's because it's an investigation they're not saying. So, and then another thing he says is the purse is still there. We see that she has a purse, but a lot of people have more than one purse. So that does it. It's not a huge thing, but it is kind of weird. And another thing is you'll see he keeps saying that the daughter's message just says that they won't let me go. And we know that why isn't he saying about the transfer, about the key being in the flat? Well, I guess the key being in the flower pot, I guess maybe he doesn't want to say that, but about the money. Why doesn't he say that? And that makes me wonder, is it because the daughter didn't tell him that for some reason? And she just told him about the other part of the message, you know?
And that's where we at.
What's your address, sir?
435 Rocky Drive, Athens, Georgia.
You said 435 Rocky Drive?
Yes, it's right next to Sandy Creek Park.
Okay, so she sent your daughter a text message saying that
My stepdaughter
that they won't let her go.
Yeah, she's got a text message saying that.
And it come from her number, right? What's your name, sir?
Steve Collier.
Yeah, I don't think he knew either as Hawkeye. Sorry, I'm gonna try to talk low because I bet you mine's a lot louder than the recording. But I don't think he knew either, and that's weird because why wouldn't she have told him that? The daughter. Why did she keep that part from him? That's freaking suspicious to me, in my opinion.
Spell your last name for me.
Collier.
And your wife's name?
Deborah.
Oh shoot, people! I'm sorry. I'm just assuming you guys know this. Okay, so this is the Debbie Collier case. She's a 50. I think she turned 59. He says 59-year-old lady from Georgia. So she was missing September 10th, and then she was found September 11th. She was like, I think they said like how many yards away from her car, like on the bottom of a ravine. She was naked. Her abdomen was burnt. There was a blue tarp that was somewhat burnt. There's a red tote bag, and there's a surveillance. Her last surveillance was in Family Dollar. She purchased all that stuff. She purchased a lighter, refillable lighter or torch or whatever you call a lighter. That's what I'll call it. It's just a lighter, basically. A raincoat, a blue tarp, a red tote bag, which she put everything in. And then we see her paying with a debit card that she takes out of her pocket. She goes in to like reach into her purse. Then it's like she has this thing like, oh, like it's almost like she changes, like she realizes, oh, it's not my purse. So she goes in her right pocket. She pays with a debit card. They say, which I'll read in one of these new articles, they say she went into her car and sat there for 10 minutes because they have surveillance from another outside like a business next to it where they have surveillance. They see her sit in her car for 10 minutes and then she leaves. So she was alone. So yeah, we don't know. The daughter is, and then she texts the daughter. What was it, like 8 minutes after? Forget the timing, but it was really shortly after the Family Dollar. After she went to Family Dollar, she texts her. What does it say exactly? Hold on. She texts her daughter. She sends $2,385 to her daughter. The payment is included in a note paraphrased in the report saying, "They won't let me go. There's a key to the house underneath a flower pot." It was a Venmo app. But if she doesn't have, they said she doesn't have her purse, she doesn't have her debit cards. I mean, she did have her phone. Oh, I guess if you're connected to the Venmo app, you would probably just have it automatic. You'd be able to just do that without your card. Yeah. But anyway, so that's kind of just the summary of it. Suppose there's a past with her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend where she had a restraining order against him. She was supposedly, her daughter was taking money from him and using it for drugs, he said. So there's a history, I think, maybe a drug problem of the daughter. So that's kind of the basic story for those of you that are new to this. Okay, I'm going to continue though. And this is her husband calling 911. All right, let me rewind it 1 minute. Okay.
And your wife's name?
Deborah. Before we call it Debbie, but it's Borrrah.
Same last name?
Collier, yes.
How old is she? 59?
59. She just turned 59.
You just returned home, right?
Pardon me?
You just returned home, right?
Yes, I just returned home. I was parking cars until about 4:30, and when I came back, the van that she had rented because the car was in the shop was gone. I figured she was shopping for food.
Okay. So and her car is there?
Pardon me? Her van's not here.
Okay. But her driver's license and what else is there?
Right.
Home?
Yeah, her driver's license is here.
What else did she leave? For the purse or anything else?
Yeah, she left her purse, and her credit cards are here.
When was the last time she was seen?
Well, I left at 9 o'clock, and she was still sleeping. So, last night. I mean, she went to bed last night, and I left, and the van was here.
So is your stepdaughter there though? I mean, did she see her today?
Pardon me?
Did your stepdaughter see her today?
Wait a minute.
You say a stepdaughter. Did she see her, or
Say that again. I'm trying to control a dog.
Okay, your stepdaughter, did she see her
No,
recently?
no, nobody has seen her. I was probably the last person to see her last night.
What time? You said 9 o'clock last night?
Yeah, about 9 o'clock when we went to bed.
You left this morning, right?
Yes, at about 9.
I'm sorry. So did you see her this morning or last night?
No, I saw her last night at about 9 when she went to bed. And when I left, the van was here. And
So she was. You don't know if she was still there or not. You didn't see her this morning.
right, except the van was still here. So I'm assuming she was sleeping.
What time was the message sent to your stepdaughter?
What time? About 2 hours ago?
About 2 hours ago?
Yes.
And it specifically said they won't let me go.
Pardon? Yeah, that's what the message said.
And that's all it said, right?
That's all it said.
And she was last seen driving, or she was driving her. What kind of car is that?
It's I don't know because her car's in the shop, so the rental place on
The van that she was driving, will she be in, or you don't know?
no, I don't know. It's Enterprise. She made a call for Enterprise. It's a Pacifica or something.
That's the car you saw this morning, though, right?
Yeah, the black van. Yeah.
It's a black Pacifica,
Yes, I'm pretty sure it's Pacifica.
and that's a rental car.
Yes, from Enterprise.
All right, I'm sorry. What's her birthday?
Deborah. D-E-B-B-I-E, or her given name is Deborah.
No, her birthday.
D-E-B-O-R-R-A-H.
Her birthday?
It looks like maybe he doesn't know her birthday. Is he like he doesn't answer? Of course, maybe he just didn't hear. Obviously, at first he doesn't hear, but the guy repeats it and he doesn't answer. So I'm wondering if maybe he doesn't know her birthday. But he did say she just turned 59, so I guess he probably does. Anyway, and who was that? Peter or somebody said about the press conference that stuff will stick out. Or make sure you point it out because I haven't watched the press conference yet. So now you got me interested to see what you're talking about. So he basically said, pay attention to this, guys, all these 911 calls. And then when we watch the press conference, that there'll be things that stick out. So you got me anxious for that.
And she white female, black female?
Pardon me?
She white or black?
White.
How tall is she?
About 5'5",
How much she weigh?
about 150, 145, somewhere around there.
What color hair?
Blondish.
Would she be going to somebody's house, or?
That's a good question. I thought she was out shopping for food. Her daughter came over with that strange message and then went upstairs to her bedroom and found out that her driver's license and credit card's still here. So that doesn't sound like her leaving the house to go shopping like I thought she was. She usually shops for food on Saturday.
So she don't have any money at all with her, or any other car?
Not to our knowledge. She has nothing.
But is her purse there?
Yes.
She left the purse as well?
Yes.
Does she have family here in town?
No, just her daughter.
Have you tried to call the hospitals and jails just to be sure?
No, I didn't think of calling the hospital.
Okay. Go ahead. Like I said, I got them on the way out there to you.
Okay.
Go ahead and call both hospitals, Athens and St. Mary's, and just check with the jail as well to make sure. And we'll have somebody come out there and talk to you.
Okay. I appreciate it.
And your phone number?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Okay. Bye.
Hi. My name's Amanda Bearden, and I filed a missing person.
Sorry. Okay, my mom called, but okay. So now this is Amanda. This is her daughter calling. Okay, so just listen to her. Listen to what she says.
Reported on my mother last night.
Okay.
Yesterday, excuse me, and I was just wondering if maybe I could speak with the detective that's been assigned to her case.
Do you have any further information?
I sure do. Do you want the case number?
Give me the case number so I can look it up that way.
Bear with me just a second. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, it's 2022 dash 0910 0216.
216.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just a second. And the detective may not actually be in the building yet, so I may have to get you a patrol officer, okay? So just bear with me just a second.
Okay.
So 09010.
I'm sorry, the handwriting is not that great, but it's 09100216.
Okay, sorry about that. I think I missed.
No, you're fine. It's only me.
On Rocky Drive?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what kind of update do you have, just so I know what to try to...
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean like I had an update. I just meant... Oh, my God. I didn't mean... I'm sorry. I'm not in a clear mental state. This is my mother that's missing. I just wanted to talk to them. I wanted to see if maybe there was something that I could do. I do have the rental agreement number if they needed that. That's the only thing that I have to offer. So maybe, because she was in a rental car, I do have her rental agreement number. If they could maybe trace the GPS in it.
Wait a minute, Angela. Really? I missed that. She told her that? When did she say that, Angela? That she told the police that her mom went to the Family Dollar and bought that stuff to help her clean her apartment. Why would she need a lighter and a raincoat? You know what? She probably had to say that because it was probably her card that she used, right? It probably was her freaking debit card. Is that why? So she had to come up with an excuse why she was using her debit card? Is that it? And it really was to, oh my God, I fill me in on that because I didn't know that. That's huge. Sorry, I missed, I don't remember if there was anything at the beginning that I wanted to point out because my mom called. So, average guy, thank you for joining. Okay, let me see if anybody has a comment on that. I just gotta see. It was on the see, well, shoot, you guys, I told you I haven't watched the press release yet. We're gonna watch it together. So shoot, don't give any more. Let's just wait to watch it together then. Well, I guess you could say it, but I'm just gonna. I haven't watched it yet, so let's just we'll be watching it after this, guys. So.
All right, what's your phone number?
Her daughter?
Yes, ma'am. Take a deep breath for me, okay?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I'd be upset too. I completely understand that part, like being upset about it. So the officer that took your report is already gone for the day. He worked last night. And then the detectives, I don't think they're in the building right now. They're kind of working on an on-call basis, so I don't know that I can get in touch with them unless I have something,
No, what I'm saying is I'm wondering, well, I guess we'll find out at the press release. Is it because that her mom used her debit card? Because remember, she reached in, it was her mom at the surveillance. It wasn't her. You could tell it wasn't the daughter. The daughter has way bigger legs. So her mom reaches, she goes into go to her purse, realizes, oh, and then she goes into her pocket, which is not usually where you would keep your debit card if it's yours, probably in your purse in a wallet, right? She reaches in her pocket. So we were wondering, does she have somebody else's debit card or what's going on? And so then I was like, well, but wait though, if it was somebody else's, that would be easy to trace. So that person's going to get in trouble, whoever it is. Well, if it comes out that the daughter said, oh no, yeah, she was buying that stuff for me, it would give an excuse of why it would be her daughter's credit card. I don't know if it is. I haven't watched the press conference. I'm guessing it was probably the daughter's debit card, right? Is that what it says? Oh, it says uses her own. It is her own. Well, then I wonder why her daughter, even if your daughter did this, why would she even tell on herself about that then? You know? I guess let's just wait. Let's just wait to see, because I can't say. I don't know what they say in the press conference, so I'm just gonna wait.
Fresh to give them, and that would be something. But I can see if I can get another officer to call you back. Okay.
Okay.
And we've got the bolo out
Thanks,
for her.
Dee.
We're like, we got everybody, keeping their eyes peeled for her and that kind of thing. So,
I'm not trying to be a smart aleck here or anything, but do I need to hire a private detective maybe? Because I mean, and I'm not trying to be ugly or anything, but I don't understand why I mean, I know you don't know everything, of course, but why it hasn't, what I've asked being done, like why isn't the GPS in her van being traced? Do I need a private detective to do that? I mean, I'm not trying to be
Oh, you guys were talking about this photo. Yes, this is the daughter in the photo. I thought because there was a lot of people that were trying to say that in the surveillance it was the daughter, and no, I don't agree. In the surveillance, the daughter has way bigger legs, like thighs, than that. You could tell, like the mom has thinner thighs because you could see like her thighs in the surveillance. It's definitely not her daughter's thighs. So yes, this is her daughter and her boyfriend in this picture, though. And no, I know I was saying not the purse, you guys. I'm saying the card, the debit card that she uses, because she doesn't take it out of her purse. She takes it out of her pocket. Debbie, when she goes into Family Dollar, it's just interesting.
or anything.
I know.
I just, the most help.
Okay, so here's the thing. She's in what is she?
She's an adult.
Right.
I get it.
So that makes things a little more difficult because people are allowed to leave and go and do things without telling other people. And I know that's not a good answer. I understand that. But that is also, that is also part of it because she is an adult. So it just takes some time.
Says, I don't know what you're referring to. I hope you're not talking about me. I try to acknowledge that there's no rhyme or reason on who I pick. I just go down the line and I try to pick out comments and I try to stay away from negative ones. And why did I even click on this? But I just wanted to clear. I just wanted to, maybe I'm misunderstanding you. Hopefully you're not talking about me because, I mean, no, that's not true. It's so random. I don't think you're talking about me because I don't know. I never had, I mean, there would be no reason. I know it does, and I agree. Hey, Juliet, what's up? You changed your picture. Oh, you got your cat. What's your cat's name? Oh, okay. Thanks, Sass. I was wondering. I'm like, no, I don't think you're talking about me. That's why sometimes I do have to point out comments like that because I don't want to misunderstand them. And most of the time it is a misunderstanding. So thanks for clearing that up. Okay, so all right, I'm going to continue. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm extra defensive because of all the hate I've been getting. So, but no, I was hoping that, and that's what I was hoping that you'd just be like, nope. And I was hoping it was a misunderstanding, and it is. Okay, so I'm going to continue.
So to do these things, so I don't specifically know what they've done yet or not. I wasn't here last night, so I don't know. But from my understanding, they would be doing everything that we know to do currently. But I will definitely get somebody to call you back. Okay?
Okay, thank you for talking to me.
It's no problem. I'm so sorry. I hate that this is happening to you. What was your name again, sweetie?
Amanda Bearden.
Amanda Bearden. Spell your last name.
Beardeen.
Okay. All right. I'll get somebody to call you back here shortly. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And then she calls back.
Clark County Police.
Hi, can I speak with Colonel Johnson?
Paranoid
Okay,
much, girl?
Colonel
Trying to figure out where they're at and figuring it out. That
Okay, he just called me. I have some more information for him, and I wanted to get it to him. My name's Amanda Bearden.
Okay. All right, hold on 1 second. I talked to you earlier, so it was
Yes.
Sergeant Johnson we had you talk to. Hold on.
Sergeant Johnson. I'm sorry, honey.
No, that's okay. There's lots of Johnsons around here, so I want to make sure I got
No,
the right one.
I get it.
You just need him to call you back?
Yes, ma'am. I thought about it, and I have her iCloud information. I know that it's and correct me if I'm wrong, but if the phone is turned off, it would still track her. But I do have her. I've got her Apple ID and what I thought was her password, but the password isn't working. I don't know if y'all have technology or whatever, but I do have. I don't know.
All right, hold on 1 second, okay?
He said he'd call me back. Okay, thank you.
All right, ma'am, he said he'd be calling you back shortly, okay?
Thanks, Cal.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay. So the next one is going to be her sister. Debbie's
Yes,
sister.
my name is Diane Shirley, and my sister lives in Georgia, and my niece told me she was missing. Her name is Deborah Collier, or she could go by Debbie.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if y'all have any information about it.
As far as, no, not other than with the officer or whoever is working on the case. I don't know.
Yes, I agree. It sounded like Amanda, she kept calling back, like she was trying to get information. She wanted to know, like, okay, what's going on? Like, what are they thinking right now? I want to make sure they think that I'm really concerned. How much information do they have? A lot of people will do that just to get information, make sure where they're at, you know? I mean, a lot of guilty people will do that.
Anything. Where does she live? Do you know?
All I know is Athens. I'm sorry. I don't know
What's her last
her
name?
address. Collier.
Okay.
Collier.
Yeah, I wouldn't have any information. When there's something, they will contact the family. Whenever they, like I said, whenever they have something for that.
Yes, this is all before Moonlight.
Okay.
All right.
We're just not getting information, so I'm just.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
I am really worried about my sister.
Okay.
And
you know, if you have any information where she might go, or you have anything to add?
Well,
to it,
from my niece, she said that she was in an accident about a month ago, and she was, on the road. She was following this truck, and this truck lost a paint can, and the paint can hit my sister's car, and the paint went everywhere. And the driver was trying to convince my sister not to tell the cops that he was driving because he was out on parole, and there was, a stipulation to his parole that he couldn't drive.
I got you. I'm sorry. I was going to ask, do you think that was told to anybody else? Well, do you think that was told to the officer, that concern?
That's standing from my niece.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if the officer knows that, but I can have him call you if you want to pass it along with anything to help,
Yes, I would really appreciate that.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Because I'm in Alabama.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm in Alabama, and, I really do. She won't, she's not communicating very well with us, and I really would like to know what's going on.
I got you. Yeah, since you may have insight on that, I'll have the sergeant give you a call. Is that okay?
Yes.
Not accuse her, or at least I never accused her. We're just it's just a theory, and there is a lot of red flags with the daughter. That's all. A lot of red flags. So no accusations, just theories, just us. I guess you could say speculation, yeah. But that's where the evidence has taken us so far. So, and there's a reason for that, and it's just a lot of red flags. So we'll see where this case takes us.
So that would be wonderful.
All right. And let's see here. Excuse me one more time. What's your name?
My name is Diane Shirley.
And your phone number?
Yes, sir.
And this is your sister, right?
Yes. Her daughter's name is Amanda Bearden. She would have been the one that would, her and her husband, Steve Collier, would have been the ones filing the report, was my understanding from Amanda.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just have them give you a call, okay? And just hang tight, all right?
All right, thank you so much.
No problem. Bye-bye.
Okay, so those are the 911 calls. Which is makes it even more suspicious from what we're thinking, I think. So let's watch the press conference. I actually have, yeah, let's do the press conference first, and then I have like a document, and then I have like a couple of the articles. But you know what? I bet you they're going to cover everything in the article, like the new articles. It's going to be, I'm sure the press conference is going to cover everything. So let's just watch that. All right. Let me bring it up. Ready. Here it is. Now, I don't know. This might be really loud because it was really loud in my ear. So I didn't even turn it up. So just be careful when it first comes on. I'm not sure how it's going to sound. Let's see. Let me start it right there. Whoa.
That additional footage shows us
Okay.
that Deborah Collier walked out of the Family Dollar store at 3:09, got into her van, and remained in her van in the parking lot for 10 minutes before leaving the parking lot and heading south on Georgia 15, Highway 441, US 23. This tells us that the time frame is actually narrowed a little further for this case to begin at 3:19 p.m. on Saturday, September 10th, and ending at 12:44 Sunday, September 11th, the time of the discovery. Please understand that this case is very complex in nature and has a lot of questions and unknowns that aren't found in a typical death investigation. It is going to take significantly more time than the 19 days that have passed since the discovery to solve this crime. We also want you to know that we are working diligently to solve this case. We are trying to obtain as much information as possible so that we can put together facts and evidence to support a motive and also to identify a person or persons of interest. At this time, I'd like to call up lead investigator George Kaysen to assist with answering the questions that you may have. George.
First of all, I want to thank everyone for being here, being part of this. Hopefully we'll be able to answer some questions and give y'all some insight of where we're at and kind of what we're dealing with. First off, I want to start off by saying we have received a lot of questions that y'all have sent in. Some of these questions, the information that is pertaining to those questions is very sensitive information. We will try to answer them to the best that we can, but there will be information that we need to retain just for the simple fact of it being very sensitive, and we don't want our potential persons of interest to be able to get a hold of this information. Just so that way it does not jeopardize the furtherment of our investigation. As far as some of these questions that were asked, I'm going to kind of go through a list of them and try to give answers as best as possible to you. One of the first questions that was asked is, can you confirm the Venmo message from the daughter, from mom to daughter was sent to mom's phone? We're still waiting more information that we have requested to confirm or deny where the Venmo was sent from, but we can confirm that Amanda did receive the Venmo. She did receive money. That much we do know right now. Continuing on, our next question was, are you in possession of Collier's cell phone and where was it found? Yes, we are in possession of that cell phone. We do have it in evidence and it was located at the crime scene. The next question that was asked was, what was Collier's cause of death? And as Colonel Kogod mentioned, we are still awaiting the full report from the medical examiner's office. Once that comes in, we will absolutely update everyone on those findings. What records and data have we analyzed? Due to that being sensitive information, much as the disclaimer that I gave when I first stepped up here, we don't want to reveal any information that could possibly be potential or potentially jeopardize our investigation to where our suspects will get that information. There was a question about Deborah's phone records. We have served multiple search warrants on multiple different cell phone carriers. We are working with them to get all pertinent data.
Wait, are you gonna be mad? I need to rewind it a minute. Zeke came in here and I just got distracted. Just like a minute. I missed the last minute, and I want to make sure I know everything. So hopefully you guys don't get mad. Zeke came running in here and I got all excited. All right.
Mom's phone. We're still waiting more information that we have requested to confirm or deny where the Venmo was sent from, but we can confirm that Amanda did receive the Venmo. She did receive money. That much we do know right now. Continuing on, our next question was, are you in possession of Collier's cell phone and where was it found? Yes, we are in possession of that cell phone. We do have it in evidence, and it was located at the crime scene. The next question that was asked was, what was Collier's cause of death? And as Colonel Kogod mentioned, we are still awaiting the full report from the medical examiner's office. Once that comes in, we will absolutely update everyone on those findings. What records and data have we analyzed? Due to that being sensitive information, much as the disclaimer that I gave when I first stepped up here, we don't want to reveal any information that could possibly be potential or potentially jeopardize our investigation to where our suspects will get that information. There was a question about Deborah's phone records. We have served multiple search warrants on multiple different cell phone carriers. We are working with them to get all pertinent data from those devices and from those carriers. So hopefully we'll be able to develop more of a timeline, a better timeline, and hopefully be able to find out more information about what exactly happened. Inclusion of family members, a question was related to that. Is that right now we have not ruled anyone out at this point. We have ever developing leads and are gradually having information that we have requested come in. So we're still in the process of trying to find persons or person of interest. And as that information starts to trickle in, it will actually help us develop more information for y'all to have. We're continuing to investigate Deb's activities from September 10th through the September 11th, which is also going back to the timeline. We're gradually just getting more information in. We want to know just as much as anyone else does, and we're working, as Colonel Kogod said, we're working diligently. We've lost a lot of sleep, as such should be, in this investigation. We've devoted a lot of time to this investigation. There was a
Man, I really like this guy. He's like so understanding as far as like what the public wants to know about things. You know what I'm saying? Just the way he's explaining things and understanding and like the stuff he's saying. It's like, wow, you really understand like what we want. I know that sounds bad because we're not entitled to anything, but like what, the public likes to know certain things. And I don't know. I just like him. He's doing a good job. What do you guys think?
Question about what search warrants have been executed. As far as the search warrants that we have done, again, we cannot give that information out just for the simple fact that it may jeopardize and give the information out to possible potential persons of interest. And we don't want to basically show our hand before we have facts. And as Colonel Kogod said, then a couple other questions that were kind of obtained as far as Deborah's timeline. We have obtained additional footage from the parking lot, as he described, where she is in her 2022 Chrysler Pacifica van in the parking lot of the Family Dollar which is obviously joined by other businesses. We've obtained additional footage and found that she stayed in that parking lot an additional 10 minutes. From that 10 minutes at 3:19 p.m., she leaves the parking lot and begins to head southbound on Georgia 15, which is the main highway, the 4-lane highway that connects Raven County to Habersham. She starts traveling southbound towards Tallulah Falls, which is just inside Habersham County. We are still in the process of trying to obtain videos from other locations and other businesses along that route.
Thank you, Angela Balderas. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the family. Yay. Thank you so much. All right.
And we encourage any business along that route that might have cameras, please reach out to us. Look through your video cameras and reach out to us. That way we can have a meeting with you and see if we can kind of even narrow down our timeline even more. And as far as the timeline, the last time we know that she was alive was at 3:19, because we see her in that vehicle leaving the parking lot, heading southbound on Georgia 15. There was a question about our thoughts of this being a homicide. We have not changed our thoughts about this being a homicide. We're still treating this as a murder investigation, and we will not change that. We will diligently and continuously work day and night trying to solve this case and try to bring justice to Miss Collier and her family. A lot of the questions we got are kind of repeat, so if I do repeat some of these answers, I do apologize, but I'm trying to go through and trying to hit every question that was given to us. We are, again, going back to the cell phone providers and search warrants we've done.
Wait, let me clear this up. Okay, so when did the Venmo message, when was it again? Is it really only 8 minutes after? Because, yeah, she would still be sitting in the parking lot. That doesn't make any sense. And we know she was alone. They said she was alone unless if somebody's, like, ducking. You know, I guess somebody could be in the car and they're, like, ducking in the back seat, making her do things where she appears alone. That's a possibility, right? But that's just weird. Wow. Yeah. I just need to, I want to see like the timeline set up. Did he say, what time did he just say that message was? He probably already said, right? We'll try to go through a timeline after this.
Working with multiple different cell phone providers to obtain the necessary information. All we know right now, as far as the Venmo message, is that yes, it was sent to Amanda. There was a question in there as far as, do we know where the money is now? No, we don't. For the simple fact that we are still obtaining information, when it was sent, where it was sent, what device it was sent from. We're still trying to obtain that information right now. Yes, sir.
Going back to what you were saying about the death and why you're confident that this is a homicide.
Right.
Was there any signs of trauma to the body that clearly indicated that this was a homicide?
The only thing we know as right now is the burns of the body. We're still waiting for the absolute full report from the medical examiner's office, but nonetheless, because of the burns, we're still treating this like a murder. We're trying to investigate it as such, and we won't deter from that just because we're going to treat it like that investigation to get all thorough information.
And in the statement, it says, let's see, that this was, you're clear that this was a random act of violence. Generally speaking, if I say something is a random act of violence.
Where did let me stop you right there. Where did that statement come from? Just so
It was not a random act of violence.
Not, okay. My apologies. Mm-hmm. Okay. What, meaning that it was not a, could you be more specific? Because I don't want to put words in your mouth. What does that mean? Does that mean someone knew someone?
No, what that means at this point is there is no information. I'm sorry. There is no information or evidence to this point that shows that this was something random, that there was something that was out, that was not from somebody that she either knew or somebody who she had some association with. That's what we're seeing at this time. So based on that information, we do not believe that this is a random act of violence. We do not believe that this is the act of a serial killer. We believe that this act was deliberate and personal. Okay?
Yeah, I saw you raise your hand.
Yes, sir. Michael Ruiz from Fox News Digital. I'm just curious if Debbie's purse was recovered at the scene.
Yes, it was. We do have that in evidence, and it was recovered from the crime scene.
Is that another purse than the one that was said to be left at her home?
That we're not aware of. We're still working on that, but we do know for a fact the video that was released of her being in the Family Dollar, that purse was found at the crime scene and is in evidence.
Wait, somebody said, wait, who said that? Angela. So you're saying this video started off and we missed the first, I saw part of the first cop. Did we miss some of it? Because there's other news channels that did it. So I could actually, after this, I'll go play like Fox or another one. And if you're saying that we missed some at the beginning, you're saying this cuts into it. If so, yeah, we'll watch the rest at the end. But I'm not sure if if you're talking to me that I missed it or somebody in chat. Because I didn't realize that. Like I said, I haven't watched it yet. So let me see. Wait, does anybody know? Well, we'll check. I'll check the other stations and see, guys, after this, okay? But let's finish this first, and then I'll go back and see what we missed. Hey, Lori, come crime with me. I like that name. Come crime with me. Okay, cool. Very creative. They're talking to me. Okay, cool. I'll go back after this. We'll finish watching this, and then I'll go to another news source, and I'm sure one of them has the whole thing. So, okay. Thanks, guys, for letting me know. I did not realize.
And one other question there is there anyone in that area that she is acquainted with? Is there a reason she would go up there dressed in her Bulldogs jersey on game day and driving out?
We're still trying to work with that. Again, like I said, as far as some of the search warrants and some of the follow-ups that we're doing, we're trying to obtain that information to see if she has any connections. If anyone, and that's one thing too, I'm glad you asked that. If anyone does have any kind of contact, and we encourage the public as well, if anyone had contact with Deborah Collier during that time frame, as far as from September 9th all the way through September 11th, specifically around the time frame of 3/19 to Sunday when the body was found, if anyone had any contact or might have seen or talked to her, please, we encourage you to come forward and speak with us.
Investigator Payson, Joy Persona.
Yes, ma'am.
You mentioned that she headed south on Highway 115.
Georgia 15, sorry.
After
Yes,
leaving the Family Dollar store. Did the school zone cameras at Tallulah Falls School pick up her departure? Absolutely.
And actually, I'm glad you asked that. I do have something that we're going to make readily available for y'all when we're done with this press conference. We do have in our possession, this is an actual photograph from the Tallulah Falls school cameras. She was seen traveling northbound on Georgia 15, just north of our crime scene there, which is just south of Victory Home Lane. This is a picture of her traveling northbound on Georgia 15, traveling through these cameras at 2:17 p.m. on Saturday. Once we're done with this, I will actually tape it up here on the wall, so that way anyone and everyone can come up here and get a better picture of it, because I understand it's hard to see from here. So once we're done, you can come up and get a better picture of it.
Did you see her coming back southbound?
We have not. We have been in coordination with Chief Elrod from the Tallulah Falls Police Department. She has spent countless sleepless nights looking through cameras, and that being one of the most heavily trafficked roads in northeast Georgia, especially for travel towards the North Carolina mountains, there is probably in the upwards of 150 to 160,000 cars that come through there. So they are still looking through to see if we can find her coming back south.
I got a question about the van while we're on the topic. So according to the original report sent out, the van was seen by Tallulah Falls officers sitting there on the side of the road around 5 o'clock Saturday.
I believe so,
And
yes.
of course, when you all got there, the van was there on Sunday.
Correct.
Is it y'all's impression that the van was there that entire time, over from 5 o'clock till?
Well, obviously, from our timeline, we know it wasn't there the entire time.
It was not there?
So hold on.
From 5 p.m. Saturday.
Now 5 p.m. Saturday
to 11-ish, 12-ish when you guys got there Sunday.
Okay.
Did it ever leave that location?
Now that we're not aware of.
Okay.
When you said the 5 o'clock thing, I didn't know if you were talking about Friday. But
No,
as far as the timeline, the only times that we can establish as far as that van is there is that we're still getting trickling information. I think there was another question in here if there was any tips from the community that have helped us out. Yes, because it has helped us narrow down timelines. We're still following up to see if we can actually get confirmation of this van being there at certain times. But as of right now, from what we know, that van was there at the crime scene on Sunday is what we can confirm. Now, as far as her time getting back to the crime scene, we cannot confirm that. We're still working on leads and trying to confirm that information.
During the time that you say she was sitting in the parking lot outside Family Dollar.
Yes, ma'am.
She left at 3:19.
Mm-hmm.
At 3:17 is when this Venmo message
Correct.
was sent. And earlier you mentioned you're still trying to determine what device that was sent from.
Right.
Does that mean that you all do not yet know if she in fact sent that message herself?
Well, as the investigation goes on, I mean, we're doing a lot of search warrants to try to obtain any information that we possibly can. And as we know, as far as with the digital information and all the digital electronic devices we have these days, you can access accounts from many different devices, which is why we're going through the extent of being able to determine what device that Venmo was sent from.
And her daughter received that payment at 3:17. She said in the Athens-Clarke County Police Department report, when she reported her mother missing, that it worried her. She tried to call her mom on her cell phone. But two things. One, she had said that her mother only took her debit card and car key. She didn't mention a purse. She didn't mention a cell phone. Also, that it took her 3 hours, according to the timeline in the missing person report, from 3:17 to 6:01 before she actually reported her mother missing. Have you all looked into why there was a delay?
Yes, we have looked in, and again, we're still waiting for more information to come back. Again, with the search warrants that we've done, we're trying to develop those timelines and get confirmations of where these people were at or anyone that was close to Deborah at the time. We're just trying to develop and get that information and get factual information so that way we can actually start putting a basis to this.
Investigator, on the original incident report, there's a check mark about drug use. Was there any reason?
Yeah, I'm gonna let Colonel Kogod.
I can answer that. So patrol deputies, when they respond to scenes like this and they don't know exactly what they have, they normally mark whatever may be applicable. In this case, because it was so questionable and there were so many unknowns when we got to the scene, they marked it as a possibility that it could be drug related. However, at this time, the investigation is not leading us in that direction.
Is that another example why there may not be an obvious trauma, like someone shot, stabbed, or,
Could be, but again, it's so preliminary in the investigation that we really can't make that determination. We just do not believe, based on what we have at this time, that this is drug related.
The tip that Amanda Bearden was at the Family Dollar, did that come from her? Did it come from somewhere else? And what is the significance of her not being at that location that Saturday?
I'll try to answer that best as well. So the tip as far as her being at the Family Dollar came from an initial interview to where she was talking about her and her mother going to Family Dollar to buy cleaning supplies to help clean up her apartment when she got back to Georgia. As far as anything, as far as the Family Dollar visit, I don't think that actually came from her, right?
No, it come from a.
Yeah, come on up here. This is Investigator Garrison. He's also one of my team leads.
So I pulled the video footage from the store and talked with everybody from the store. Based off of that, with Miss Collier, she was there for that time period from 2:54 till 3:10. Got in her car at 3:10 till 3:20. It was asked that if Amanda was in there earlier, and Amanda, based off of our knowledge at this time, there was some confusion there, and the associate that worked there actually saw the mother and not the daughter. I was able to provide photos to that store clerk to confirm that based off of what we were told, and she said, no, I remember seeing the mother, not the daughter.
Can you speak to whether Amanda Bearden has any acquaintances or friends, family in the area?
Like the investigator Casey said, we can't confirm that right now. I'm sure once we start getting some of these subpoenas and search warrants back on these phone records, we'll be able to give an answer on that at that time.
When was the last time Amanda told you all she saw her mom? And can you confirm a report that Debbie's husband, Steve, was working during the time of Debbie's disappearance?
All right, so what we can confirm as far as that question right there is that we know that Amanda talked on the phone with her mother on Saturday afternoon. I'll have to look back at my notes from the actual report itself to be able to give you some kind of actual time for it, but the last time she spoke to her mom was on the phone. As far as Steve working, we have pulled video from Synovus Bank where he stated that he was working that day because of being a UGA game. He works for a private company called the Optimus Club that private contracts Synovus Bank's parking lot to park vehicles for the game day. They use that parking lot to provide parking for people coming to the game. We have confirmed that he was there from, I'm making sure I get the times right,
9 to 4:06.
from 9 to 4:06, 9 a.m. to 4:06 p.m. on Saturday.
I'm Nora Almazon at WCHM. Do you have any reason to believe that she could have met someone there where her van was parked?
I'm going to go back to the answer as far as we're not ruling anything out. We're still trying to develop leads. We're still following up on tips and information. We're still awaiting information back from search warrants and subpoenas that we have sent off.
Shoot, where did he say that the boyfriend was? I don't want to have to. If you guys could just answer, and so I won't have to rewind it. Was he at work? Did they say? I missed it. I was looking at my phone. And also, we don't know what time she died, right? We just know what time she left Family Dollar, and she wasn't found till the next day. So just because he has an alibi till 4 doesn't mean that he didn't do something after, right? You know, we don't know. Where was he the rest of the time? But let me see. What did they say? Claiming she asked for. Yeah, that's weird. That is so weird. Because those were not cleaning supplies that she bought. So that just tells you something right there. All right, let me see. Wait, what's going on in chat, you guys? No hate, no hate. No hate for other channels. Everybody been nice. Hold on one second though. I just want to see. I want to wait till you guys answer that because I want to know if what they said. Husband at work. Okay, thank you. Oh, they're talking about the husband. I thought they were talking about the boyfriend. Oh yeah, the husband said he was out parking cars till I thought he said 4:30, but maybe 4. He was parking cars for the game or whatever. Is that what they were saying? Okay, thank you guys. Sorry. I need to stop looking at my phone. I was just texting somebody back. Okay, let's continue.
Once that, and for phone records as well, once that information comes back and we have time to actually analyze and go through the details, then we'll have a better answer for that.
Investigator Case, and I know you said that the state medical examiner's autopsy report has not yet been
Yes, ma'am.
Completed, but in the report that you all released last week, you stated that Ms. Collier's body was found down a ravine and she was grasping a small tree in her hand. What does that indicate?
I mean, that's a lot of different indications.
Yeah.
I'll let him kind of talk about that.
At this point, we're not sure what it indicates.
Could she have been alive?
Very possible that she could have been alive at the time she went down the ravine. But again, the autopsy will help us to narrow down time of death, help us to narrow down toxicology reports, help us to narrow down other things related to the body itself that we don't know at this time.
So would that indicate, if she were alive, that she survived being burned?
Very possible. Again, very preliminary in nature. Yes?
As far as the crime scene itself, is that private property? Is it public right-of-way? Is it U.S. Forest Service, National Forest land, or?
Yeah, I believe it's U.S. National Forest land.
It is, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Really quickly, Kara Spelter, 11 Alive.
Yes.
In reference to the crime scene, it's mentioned that the purse that she had at the store was found there. Were any other items recovered, including the poncho she bought?
Oh, yes. So all the items that were purchased as far as from the Family Dollar that we can tell right now. Again, we're still going through the investigation, but we can confirm that the majority of those items were found on the crime scene.
You mentioned a minute ago that Amanda had just moved back to Georgia. Where was she and when did she move back?
So this is what we can confirm. She lived in Maryland with her brother. She lived in, I think, the same apartment complex, correct? With her brother up in Maryland. City, I can't tell you what the city is because I don't have my notes and stuff in front of me, but I do know it's Maryland. She moved down here on the 8th, which would have been Thursday, September 8th, when she moved down here to Georgia. So we know that she was down here at some point on Thursday. Yes, sir.
You're clear it's not a kidnapping, despite the fact of that note with the Venmo note. Well, is that something that has made things particularly murky? Because that note seems to give the impression something was going on.
I'll tell you straight up. Right here, as far as this investigation goes, it seems like once we get on track with something, like a curveball comes in out of nowhere. That's why we're staying diligent and trying to stay on top of things and following up with leads, because we want to make sure we get facts. Specifically to give y'all. We want to make sure that we have all the information before we start pushing forward.
Did Amanda give any theory as to what was going on, why she would get that kind of message, especially now that we know that message was probably sent in that 2 to 3 minute window after her getting out of the store? Right.
She has not given any kind of insight as far as to that. She has been asked, and again, I'd have to go back to my notes to give you the exact statement that she gave, but there's really no insight to it on who they are.
Thank you, Desert Days. Desert Days. I like that name. I like how you spelled it with a Z. This is just interesting, guys. This case, like the guy said, how it's just there's so many twists and it's just not like a typical case. It really is crazy. All right, let's continue.
Where is the sheriff in all of this? We've not heard from Sheriff Carroll directly.
Yeah. I'll let his second in command.
So, as any good leader, the sheriff delegates certain authority, certain responsibilities to other people to be performed on his behalf. I have been appointed as the PIO for the sheriff's office, the public information officer, and I can assure you that Sheriff Terrell is the reason that we're doing this today. But I am the spokesperson, and that's why he has allowed us to report to you and also to bring in the investigators that are actually working the case to give you as much accurate and detail as we can on the ongoing investigation.
Is he here in Habersham?
No, ma'am, he has been called out of state. So he is not here right now. So it is now 9:30. Again, I want to reiterate to everyone that this is a very complex investigation. It has a lot of unanswered questions. It also has a lot of issues that you don't see in a typical death investigation. For that reason, it is going to take a significant amount of time, well beyond what we've had in the past 19 days, to solve this crime.
That's a good point, Gigi. You're right. I didn't even think about that. If it was a legit message from her mother for the purpose of like saying bye and like, knowing that somebody's going to take her life, they're not going to let her go. She would have said to her loved ones, her son and her husband, and I love you, and say bye to them, tell them I love them, Good point.
But we are working diligently to do that. We are working diligently to determine a motive, to find people or a person of interest, and to bring a resolution to this case for Deborah Collier and her family. Thank you.
Colonel, may I make a statement?
Sure, absolutely.
Also, going off of what he said, as far as in a 19-day investigation, to kind of more elaborate on that, this investigation is a marathon. It's not a sprint to the finish. We are going to make sure we take our time so that way when an arrest is made or when persons of interest are actually identified, that there will be ironclad information behind that and supporting our reasoning. We want to encourage anyone that has any information to please reach out. We are following up on any tip and any lead that we could possibly get. My opinion, and I try to leave my opinions out of this.
Gee, of twins, I never heard that. Has anybody heard that? I never heard that there was a disturbance, but I don't know everything, you know. I don't know every single thing. So of course I'm still trying to learn myself. So does anybody know what was the disturbance? What's that all about? And let me just think. One more person to come. Wolf Spirit, thank you for joining. Let me find it so I could put it up. I love the name and the little symbols and stuff. Mystic Firefly, what is up? What is up? Potheads and drama. Yeah, the bullet. Yeah, if there was a bullet found that they don't know if it has anything to do with it, but they thought it's possible that the whoever did it, maybe it dropped out of their pocket or something, or it dropped on their way out. Possibly. They have it, so I'm sure they're seeing if there's any DNA. All right, I'm gonna.
There's no such thing as bad information as far as given to us to follow up with, because we're going to follow up and find out whether it's relevant or whether it's factual or whether it's pertinent to our investigation.
Wait, I'm sorry, I keep stopping it now, but your guys' comments have got me interested. So was the argument between two ladies, or was it between a woman and a man, I wonder? Because was it between her and her daughter? Or I guess even the man could be her and her daughter's boyfriend. Or was it between her and her husband? Interesting.
So please, if anyone has any information, do not hesitate to reach out and speak with us. You want me to go ahead and just give them put our phone number out? My direct line is 706-839-0560. Investigator Garrison, who is my partner on this investigation, his phone number is 706-839-0559. Please contact us with any information. If anyone has had any kind of contact or has anything that might help us further our investigation.
And that autopsy, when did you guys expect it to?
We're still waiting. We did have a meeting with them. They have prioritized things. So they initially gave us a 6-week time frame, but depending on how long it takes, once we get it back, we will have another update. I promise you that.
One last question. Chief Deputy Kogot, I had asked you this previously, but why was the GBI not requested to lead this investigation?
Because the Habersham County Sheriff's Office is a full-service sheriff's office. We are a full-service law enforcement agency. We have a complete division that is dedicated to investigating crimes that occur here in Habersham County. It is made up of professional men and women, law enforcement officers who have received special training in death investigations and crime scene. However, as any law enforcement agency will do, we still reach out to our counterparts, be it the GBI, FBI, and private entities that have resources that can help us with situations or items that may need a little more expertise, that may need a little more knowledge than we have. We reach out to them, and all of our partners have been tremendous help and given us that guidance that we need when we call on them. So it's a total team effort. We are just the lead agency because we're responsible for investigating crimes here in Habersham County.
Oh, the video.
Yes, I don't know what you're referring to, but yes, they're allowed. As Mesra does these tumblers, which are amazing, and a lot of the times I will be drinking out of it and show it because they're awesome. So yeah, I do allow her to share her business site. People want to buy, because there's a lot of people that want to buy them. There's custom ones. She made me a Jerry Bear one, and she doesn't ever spam the chat. So no, that's not what it is. It's yeah, I stand behind her product. They're really awesome and they're really good quality. And yeah, if she wants to share it so people could order them. A lot of people want to order it. They're really cool. And if I was on camera, I would show you. Well, actually, mine's downstairs. So yeah, she's allowed to. And what we have is Nightbot. We have one connected to Nightbot where we put explanation on Mez, and it'll bring up her thing. So maybe more than one person did it, more than one mod, and they didn't know, so it came up a couple times, but that's fine. It's a lot. There's a lot of people in chat, so sometimes you need to do it a couple times so the person can see the link. But yeah, you guys should buy one. You guys, they're really cool, and she could do custom ones for you. So Mez, yeah, go ahead and put it up again, Mez. So if anybody missed it, if you guys like tumblers. They are super good. They're super cool quality and colorful and really awesome. Thanks for joining, Rodney. Rodney Kuntz, thank you. All right, I'm gonna press play. Oh, Big Al, where were you yesterday? Well, I guess I didn't have much of an open panel because by the time I started it, I think I got maybe like an hour in of open panel because I got spammed or I got like you. Well, hopefully you probably heard it's a processing now, so I have to wait till it's processed. But basically, two people came on. I don't even know what to call it. But two of them came on at the same time and basically ruined my chat with their crap. Where I have to edit it out. But so next time, I didn't see you in chat though last night. So, all right, I'm going to continue.
That you discovered, will that be available soon?
Yes, we will make the video available. We will have it to you. If you will leave us an email address to send, we will send it to you by close of business today. Okay? Thank you very much.
And again, like I said, the picture of the vehicle, I'm going to leave right here. So that way y'all can actually get a better picture of that.
Jason, if you just leave that picture up there, I'll make sure.
Yeah, I'll let you right there on the back.
I'll make that work.
Okay, Kelly Thunder, what's up? You got to come up on next open panel again if you want. I'm going to have to do, when I do open panels, though, I'm going to have to do where you have to show me your face backstage. You don't have to show it for everybody, but like just show it before backstage because I could see you backstage and then before I add you because it, it ruins the whole live. And then it, like I said, if I have to edit a live, it takes away the live chat. And when it's re-uploaded and people like to look at the live chat. So it's just bullcrap. So yeah, I'll have to start doing a little bit different. Okay, so now let's do, somebody said that we missed the beginning. Let's see how much we missed. 1 second. Oh, and then I want to find the surveillance. I'm sure it's out other than the one channel. I'm sure I'll be able to find it somewhere else if it's out. All right, 1 second though. One second. So how's everybody doing today? I'm just going through chat just to make sure everything's good for a minute. So hold on. Let me make sure if there's something I gotta step in and make sure everybody's doing good. It looks like you guys all worked it out, huh? Yeah, you guys did. So that's crazy. 2 women. So that means they were arguing, right? Wow, dude, it's not looking good. It's not looking freaking good for them. And I think the cops know. I think law enforcement has a good idea. Of course, they're not going to say anything yet because they want people to just be able to, they want people to keep talking. So they're going to make them feel comfortable and they want them to keep talking because that's when they say stuff, they don't even realize they give themselves away with certain stuff. So until they have like a strong enough case on whoever they think, they're not going to say it. But I think, how many of you guys think at this point that they know or that they're thinking the same thing a lot of us are thinking, that they already have like stuff where they know what's going on? All right, let me just see something though. So today, this is where it started. Let's see how much we missed. So I'll show you real quick. So this is going to be loud for 1 second. I'm just going to replay the beginning and just. Whoa, sorry.
That additional footage shows us.
Okay, so it starts off at that additional footage shows us. So yes, it definitely does cut in. Okay, so let me go to a different station. Hold on. 1 second. All right, Debbie. Press conference. Let's see. So this looks like. right, it looks like Fox. I'm just trying to pick what the best one here to make sure that I pick the one that has the beginning. Yeah, we'll have to do that. All right, we'll do Fox. Atlanta. That's the thing I'm trying to figure out because there's two. Oh, there's two Fox, but one is just a clip. All right, let's see if this will be a good one. Yeah, there we go. I found it. Okay. Actually, you know what I'm going to do, though? Oh, nah, I don't need to download it because it's not going to have that many because we're only going to watch the beginning. All right, here we go. Let me share my screen real quick, and we will watch what we missed. So we're just going to watch the beginning part that we missed, and then we'll go from there. Okay, here we go.
On behalf of Sheriff Joey Terrell, I want to welcome you. To begin with, I'd like to give you a brief synopsis of where we are to date on the investigation. The results of the autopsy are still pending. The results regarding the analysis of the items we've submitted to the crime lab are still pending. We are now just beginning to get responses to the search warrants and the subpoenas in the case to date. We can tell you that we have received additional footage from a security camera from a business near the Family Dollar store. That additional footage shows us that Deborah Collier walked out of the Family Dollar store at 3:09, got into her van, and remained in her van in the parking lot for 10 minutes before leaving the parking lot and heading south on Georgia 15, Highway 441, US 23. This tells us that the time frame is actually narrowed a little further for this case to begin at 3:19 p.m. on Saturday, September 10th, and ending at 12:44 Sunday, September 11th, the time of the discovery. Please understand that this case is very complex in nature and has a lot of questions and unknowns that aren't found in a typical death investigation. It is going to take significantly more.
Wait, what time did they say? Hold on. What time did they say they found her? I just got to hear real quick.
Time of the discovery.
Hold on.
For Saturday, September 10th, and ending at 12:44 Sunday, September 11th, the time of the discovery. Please understand that this case is very complex in nature and has a lot of questions and unknowns that aren't found in a typical death investigation. It is going to take significantly more time than the 19 days that have passed since the discovery to solve this crime. We also want you to know that we are working diligently to solve this case. We are trying to obtain as much information as possible so that we can put together facts and evidence to support a motive and also to identify a person or persons of interest. At this time, I'd like to call up lead investigator George Kaysen to assist with answering the questions that you may.
Okay, so that we already watched the rest of that. Thank you for letting me know because that was interesting. How he talks about the car. So I want to see where it says what time that did they release what time the message was sent? Did they? Are you sure they even said the time? Yeah, they did though because we talked about that. I just want to find a document where it actually says the time. So I found this. Hold on. This on this document in a Facebook group. It's from. I want to see if it gives a time. It will. Yeah, let's read this real quick, and then I'll try. I'll find the surveillance from outside. But let me just read this since I have it up. We'll read this together. 1 second. Let me share my other screen. Share. All right, so let's read this together. All right, so this is Murray K. Sheriff Joey Terrell. So for immediate early September 30th, well, let me just take a sip of water. All right, so it says the investigation into the death of Deborah Collier has received extensive attention both nationally and locally on various platforms of news reporting and social media. However, it is important to keep in mind that this is a very complex case and that these types of investigations take an extended amount of time, well beyond the 19 days that have passed since the initial discovery. While investigators wait for the information to return from various submissions, search warrants, and subpoenas, there continues to be more questions than answers. Most of it will be like the same stuff, but there is some stuff that's worth reading. Okay, so the autopsy report and findings and the results of numerous items submitted to the crime lab for analysis are still pending. The sheriff's office has begun to receive information from the initial series of subpoenas and search warrants. As this information is received, investigators, with the assistance of other law enforcement and civilian support personnel, are deciphering the responses in an attempt to identify a possible motive in persons of interest. Additionally, the sheriff's office continues to prepare and execute additional search warrants for various social media, communication, and location service providers. As released earlier, As released earlier, investigators did obtain footage that shows the victim, Deborah Collier, entering the store on September 10th at 2:55 p.m. and remaining there until 3:09. So she was there 14 minutes. 14 minutes, yeah, and then sat in her car for 10. Okay. So in the video, the victim appears to be calm and not in fear of anything. All video footage obtained from the store and surrounding businesses reflect that the victim was alone in the van at the time she visited the store. A review of the store receipt and the video footage from the store security cameras and investigators confirmed that the were further able to determine that the victim purchased a rain poncho, refillable torch lighter, a 2-roll pack of paper towels, a 7.5 by 9 by 5 OBD tarp, and a reusable tote bag. This was confirmed by obtaining a copy of the store receipt and a copy of the video footage from the store security cameras. More recently, the security video of a neighboring business shows the victim coming out of the Family Dollar store at 3:09 p.m. and sitting in her vehicle for 10 minutes before departing the parking lot. At 3:19, the victim leaves and heads south on Highway 15. The information allows investigators to narrow the time of death to a window beginning 3:19 on Saturdays to... I know a lot of it's just repeated, but... Oh, hold on, let me bring up the... And then, where's the other one? There's the end. Okay. Come on. There we go. So, in an attempt to address the suggestions of being where she takes her own life or work of a serial killer, we want to reiterate that there is nothing that has come from this investigation thus far that would support the theory that this was a self-inflicted or that it was a random act of violence. At this time, the investigation is leading us to the proposition that Miss Collier's death was personal and targeted. Okay. The Habersham County Sheriff's Office Criminal Investigations Division, with guidance and support of numerous law enforcement and civilian supporters resources, is committed to remaining vigilant in the investigation. Okay, so if anybody with information regarding this investigation, contact investigator Cale Garrison at 706-839-0559 or George Kaysen at 706-839-0560. Okay, so that's that. Now let's watch the footage. You said Daily Mail has it. Let's see, shows you hours before. One second, so Daily Mail. Here we go. I found it. Daily Mail. All right. Wow, yeah. Hold on one second. Let's let me share my other screen now. Wow. And such an interesting case, guys. Minute. Gotta watch the commercial play by and then I'll share it. All right, skip ad. All right, let's see. So you can see her in the car right here. Like I said, there might be more of the surveillance actually seeing her walk out, but I'll one thing at a time. We'll play this and then I'll see, try to find anything else. So yeah, she's just sitting in there. Now she's pulling out. Oh. Wonder what kind of car her daughter drives. I think somebody could be in that back seat, like ducking down. I mean, you never know. And that's why I wonder, like, when they get the other footage, like from her driving, I wonder if they're like zooming in and making sure, look, she stopped for a minute. Like if they're zooming in to see if they ever could see anybody. You saw she just stopped a little bit. What is she doing? So there she is driving. Wow. Wait, who's in this car? Look, now they're going. Wonder what is this car? Okay, she's up here though. Look, this car. What if this car is following? I wonder. I didn't get to see. Did we see who went into that car? All right, one second. Let me see if I could find anything more. I'm gonna rewind this. Oh yeah, we see. Wait, no, we don't. Here, let's watch it one more time, then I'll look for more. Wait, where'd it go? There we go. Okay. So she's right in there right now. And I know there's more, you guys, because I know there's somebody saying that of her walking out, and I'm going to look for it. But like I said, just give me a minute. I want to watch this again. So it looks like this is the car that ends up leaving at the same time. I wonder who got into that car. And it could just be random, but it's just, I mean, it does look like they could have followed her. You never know, but I still think there could be somebody in her back seat ducking down. Let me even make sure that that is this car. Let's see. So this is her. She ends up like stopping right here for a minute. Hey, Brandy, a real Southern Bella. Oh yeah, we do. They're getting in right now. Okay, so we do see who it was getting in. The thing is though, we just saw that person get out and run in there. I wonder what that person got out and ran in there and did something and then hurry up and got back in and was leaving before she even made it out of the parking lot. It probably is just random. You know, it's a coincidence, but because they do end up turning out here and going. Oh, interesting, interesting. All right, so let me see if I could find more. I know Silly Pizza. That's why I said I know there's another one, but I'm gonna just give me a minute and see if I could find it. Are you sure though, Adam? Because they ran it. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, no, no. Did you see though? No, we saw the person going back out. You missed it then. So the same person in that red shirt, we saw her go. Her look like a girl coming in, like going away from her car, like going up to the store or whatever she was doing, and then you see her go back out and go back into her car real quick. So no, it was the same person because you could see the red shirt. So maybe they were just dropping. I don't know how they did it so quick, but whatever they were doing. But I think it's probably just random. Callie, you're all suspicious. But I know we have to look at everything, so I guess we'll find out. They have that video, so I'm sure. I wonder if they're gonna look into that and see because they have other videos of her driving, so I guess they could probably see if that car followed her. So yeah, she was. I don't know what she drives. That's what I was wondering. Did she have a car? What kind of car? Oh yeah, it could be pizza delivery. You're right. You're right, or some kind of delivery. That person that just ran in and like she dropped something off real quick and left. Who did? Are you talking about Debbie did or that other person? Exactly. Exactly. That's what one of those reporters asked at the press conference. Basically, like, why did she wait 3 hours to call? And they said, didn't they say they were looking into it or whatever? Makes no sense. I think they already know. I think they already have a good idea. They have more evidence than us, and they see what we see, obviously. So I think they're just trying to build a case. They want them to keep talking and acting like, no, keep talking because they don't want them to lawyer up, So yeah, I'm gonna say your name, Muskoka. Wait, Muskoka Mama, Muskoka Mama. I love that name. All right, let me see if I can find the rest of this. And I know that there's another channel that has it, but that person does not like me. So I'm gonna just try to find it because it's already public, so I'm gonna get it myself. So nobody mentioned, yeah, let's just, if I can't find it in the moment in the live, then I will end up finding it. Trust me, I'll dig tonight and then I'll just upload it as a pre-recorded or on my next live. But I might be able to find it now. Hold on. Hold down. Okay, so we're gonna look for the surveillance for outside Family Dollar. After she got back in the store. Wait, someone in car and not reveal themselves till after she got back in the store. No, explain while we were driving, but be in Norman's store. Yeah, but what, Julia? But you're forgetting the weird stuff she bought. Why did she buy the torch, the tarp? You know, that doesn't make sense, right? To me, it's weird. All right, let's see. Last scene, Family Dollar. Hold on, let me see something. Let me text. 1 second. 1 second. I'm trying to see if I could have other people helping in the moment, since I have to try to do it quick, since I'm on a live and I don't want to be searching the whole time. So hold on 1 second. I just want to text a couple people here. Okay. All right, let me continue to look real quick. But thank you, Julia. You're the best. You the best. I don't know why I'm like talking all weird today. Talking like with different accents. And they're not even like good. I am just in a goofy mood. Thank you. Well, while we're looking, I will let's play the original surveillance too and look through it, because some people haven't even seen that yet, And then, like I said, I could get it for the a future live if I don't get it before that. All right, give me 1 minute. So that's 3. Oh, wait, is that it? Yeah. I might just have to get it work on it tonight, getting it, because I think seems like it's gonna take me too long while I'm on live. So because I don't want to be just doing this when I'm with you guys just waiting. But so let's watch the original. Actually, while you're waiting, I'll just play the original so then I don't feel bad while you're not the original, but like the surveillance while she's in Family Dollar. Let's do that real quick. And then I'll just keep trying to find it myself. Here it is. Let's put it here. So while we're looking, I will play this real quick. It's very interesting, very interesting. It really is. Yeah, Daily Mail, that's what I played, Autumn. It's just a clip. I'm trying to find the one where it has like the stuff before. But you know what? Since Daily Mail actually has that, let me look a little bit more into Daily Mail, because they might have the rest of it. Now that I'm thinking of it, why didn't I look more into that? Hold on a second. Should have stayed with that real quick. Huh. All right. Daily Mail. Oh, wait. Is this it? Hold on. Gotta listen to this commercial first. Sharon, I'll just say hi to some people. I'm waiting for this commercial. Hey, Amber, Vonderloo. Hello. These dang commercials. I swear, so many ads. But I guess it's better than TV. I mean, so look, this is just, I know this isn't actually it, but it's, hold on, I want to show you. It's somebody at that Family Dollar. It looks like just walking to show. Hold on, let me just show you real quick. Just walking at that Family Dollar. I just want to see what this does, what it's all about. Is it just to show like the parking area and everything, huh? I guess. So you got O'Reilly's over there. And she was parked like right around there, right there, yeah. Over there, okay. Well. All right, so let me remove that. Okay, let me just continue to look 1 second. So Daily Mail. All right. Oh, wait, she might, did you find it? 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, because I didn't realize that it was out, or I would have been prepared. But hold on 1 second. Oh, yeah, this is the same one. Autumn. That's the same one we were just watching, though. Okay. Oh, well. Oh, well. I'm trying to find the one where we actually see her walking out. I guess there's another one, right? Isn't that what you guys are saying? There's one where you could actually see her walking out. Is that true or not? Because if not, then if it's just because it gives you a wider angle, then I'll just look later. But if it's actually more, then I'm going to keep looking a couple more minutes. But I'm not sure because I haven't seen it yet. Let's see. On Fire, Georgia. I just want to go back to Daily Mail, surveillance. All right. All right, let me just click on this and then I'm going to look. Outside. Well, oh well, guys. I can't find it. I know that one channel has it, but like I said, I'm not going to I can't. That person, for some reason, does not like me. I don't know why, but I'd rather just get it myself and just have to not do it today. So hopefully you guys understand, but, I wanted to do, I'm going to do a separate video for that. I'm just going to look one more place. Okay, Daily Mail. So we have that. Gosh darn it, these ads, you guys, they are so ridiculous. I can't take it. I can't take the ads. Yeah, I'll just have to wait, guys. If I find it, I mean, maybe I'll do a pre-recorded, but most of you guys probably already seen it anyway. I'm not able to find it except on that one channel that, like I said, I'd rather just get it myself. Because I don't want to cause any problems, you know, and risk my channel. I just don't know how some people think. Like I'm the creator where you know, I'm the more that see it, the merrier. You know what I'm saying? Share content. We should, as a community, want to work on this together, and anything that can help to get the word out on certain things. And of course, yeah, it's all about trying to build off of each other's stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, but not everybody thinks that way. So it's just not worth it sometimes. But, all right. Well, like I said, I'm going to work on it, and maybe I'll just do a quick little clip when I find it, because I'm sure it's only like a minute or two long. But thank you guys for coming. I think I'm going to end this because I got a couple things I want to edit. Like I said, I'm editing that Megan interview, and then there's another video I want to do on another case. And then, what else did I want to do? Oh, then I have another compilation I'm working on for the Kylie case. So, but keep looking out. The live yesterday, if you guys didn't see it, I feel like we went over some interesting things. That keep looking out for that. Hopefully it'll be processed by tonight. I can't believe how long it's taken to process. It's crazy. Like I said, because I had two basically trolls come up, and one was basically in a bed with somebody else doing doing you know what, and the other guy, oh, it was just so gross. There was another guy, what he was doing, oh, but it was all things that are not like, it's inappropriate for YouTube. So and it was both at the same time, so I had to end it, private the video, and edit it. So and it's just sometimes processing takes forever to edit live. So but when that gets finished, like I said, it'll be back up. I think it's a pretty good live. I feel like we learned some stuff, don't you? Hey K Pisces, what is up? Michael Murphy. Oh, thank you, Dean. Thank you, thank you. Let me see. I'm not finding anything new you haven't shown. Okay. Yeah, but that's the thing. The video, it's just the video on the surveillance it's probably like 1 minute that we haven't seen, maybe her walking out. Or do they even show that? Hold on. Let me actually see if it even shows that anyway. Because if it's not, then it's... Hold on, just give me 1 second. Wait, so I'm watching that, and it doesn't even look like the video that you guys are talking about, that you even can, it even has her walking out. So I think it looks like the only difference is it gives you a wider shot of everything. So I don't think you guys are missing out on anything, but I'm double checking to make sure. But it looks like she's already in the car anyway, from the video, that's the full video that everybody's talking about. From what I'm seeing, yeah, she's already in the van. So we've basically seen everything, guys. All it does is it just gives a wider shot. But it's, I don't know. I don't think it's not missing out on anything really. Yeah. So never mind. I'm not even going to bother making a video on it. Yeah. It's just a wider shot. That's all. So it's basically the same thing that the Daily Mail has. But you see like the whole parking lot. Okay, no biggie. Man, I wish I would have I wish I would have just watched that real quick first so I wouldn't have spent like 10 minutes trying to look for it. Because if I would have realized, I would have been like, nope, not worth it. All right. Anyway, so yeah, you guys don't miss out. You're not missing out on anything. So all right, guys. Well, hey T Dameron. I know, we will. Oh, look at the cute doggy, Yes, I'm okay. It was, yeah, like I said, those two people came on and it was at the same time. The crazy thing is, guys, is I was about to go to the bathroom. So what would have happened is I was like, okay, guys, I added, I think 6 people up, right? All at the same time. And 2 of them were these people that what they did, these trolls that did disgust, like, not disgusting. One was disgusting and one was just like 2 people, having sex basically. And then one was just this other guy doing stuff with himself. That was gross. Okay. So basically I added everybody up, right? I added 6 people up and they had their camera shut off at the moment. They didn't turn them on until I left. And I said, okay, guys, I'm going to go to the bathroom. You guys just chat. I started walking away. Thank God that it was so loud that I heard it through these headphones. So I don't have audio on my monitor. So I have to hear through my headphones. So thank God it was so loud that I could hear it through my headphones. So I'm walking away to go to the bathroom and I heard something like really loud through my headphones. I'm like thinking, oh shoot, somebody must have a mic issue or something. I better go back and like see what's going on. So I went back and then I saw it and thank God. So I was able to remove them right away. But if not, I would have probably, at least it would have been a few minutes. I was going to the bathroom. So that means they would have been up there for a few minutes doing what they were doing. But 2 different people or 2 different screens, it was probably the same person doing it. Because they were probably just sharing it. It probably wasn't like the people that were having sex. It wasn't them. It was they were sharing that screen. So that's what we saw, right? I'm sure that's what it was. So the people on there that had no idea they were on my live because it was just like videos. So yeah, so I had to end it so I could edit that part out. So I had to take it down, take the video down and edit that out. So I'm waiting for it to process and then I'll put it back up for you guys, the people that haven't got to see it. But there'll be no live chat because when you edit them, you lose the live chat. So it was definitely interesting. So now when I do open panel, the new rule is you'll have to show me your face in the backstage. You don't have to show everybody, but show me backstage before I add you. So, oh, hold on, Shaza 6666. Hold on, let me see if I could find it. Super chat. Why am I not seeing it? When did you send one? Mods, do you see it? See my super chat. Huh. I'm not seeing it though. Because the super chats that have writing in it will pop up at the top, right? So it's not that. So the other super chats that are just super, and I don't mean just like it's not like it's lesser, but I mean that don't have writing that are super, or the super stickers, those don't come up the top. But so that's, and I don't even see that though. So no, I don't see it. Do you guys? Hold on, let me see if people are answering if they see it. It went past already. Oh, it did? Shoot, I'm sorry, Shaz. Thank you. I can't find it, but oh, thank you. Sorry I missed it. Oh, well, thank you so much. What did it say something? I see Ricky now. I should have my YouTube. Okay, thanks, Ricky. I mean, I'm not sure what that's in reference to. Hi, Ricky. Thank you. Hold on, I'm looking. I'm trying to go. Sometimes it only let me go up as so far, but oh, here it is. I found it. I found it. Thank you. Okay, so maybe daughter and her boyfriend gave her a list of stuff to get, and then yes, that's probably exactly what happened. I mean, that's what I'm thinking too. They gave her a list of what to get. She had no idea what it was for, and that's what it was. Yep. But what we're wondering is that text message, which I still have to find. Hold on, maybe I could find it real quick in an article, or because supposedly that was sent about the Venmo and about they won't let me go. Supposedly that was sent. The timing from what everybody's saying, like I said, I still have to confirm it, but what from everybody was saying in chat that it would be the same time where she was still sitting in Family Dollar parking lot that she sent that to her daughter. So if that's the case, and we know she was alone in the car, at least supposedly it looked like she was alone. I mean, who's not going to let her go? So that part doesn't make sense. And maybe there was somebody sitting had maybe at gunpoint ducked down in her car or something. Maybe. But yeah, she was buying that stuff for her daughter to clean. Well, that makes no sense because obviously those aren't cleaning supplies. So what when her when Debbie went into Family Dollar buying that stuff, wasn't that like a red flag to her? Like, why are they having me buy this stuff? Isn't that weird stuff to buy? So I'm wondering at the time where she's buying it, is she already aware of what's happening? Like, is she already being threatened? Like, or this is what's going to happen. You need to go get this stuff. And she's already aware. Because I mean, why would her daughter be wanting her to buy that stuff? I guess her daughter could just not explain it. Yeah, just buy it, please. I'll explain later, or it's just something I need. But then why send that text to her daughter at that time? It's just everything's so weird. And I think that's why law enforcement is saying like it's just like not a typical case, not a typical murder case, or not a typical death case. It's death investigation. It's definitely different. No. No, I don't I could do members only live chats, but I've only done a couple, which I should do some because the people that is a perk for members and they're paying for certain perks. So, I do need to offer, I do need to offer that because that's like buying something and then you don't get what you're buying, like what you're supposedly buying. But I haven't done a members only chat in forever. Gosh, I do have a few, but no, that's not how it is, Donna. Not at all. You don't get kicked out because it isn't this is not a members only chat. It's just subscribers. And the reason I've been doing subscribers is because it kind of helps weed out the trolls or the robots and stuff, the bots, because since especially this case, there's been so many crazy people that just want to start trouble. So I know anybody could subscribe, and then so it's not perfect, but it does kind of help in a way. But no, none of these have been members only. None of them I think it's been a year since I did a members only chat. So I don't know what you're saying. Do subscribers get kicked out later? Does the streaming become member? No. No. When it re-uploads, it's then the live. I mean, obviously it's not live anymore, but when it re-uploads after I end, then anybody could watch it after, but there's no live chat anymore because it's only during the live that you could chat. So I'm not sure why that question. But maybe you're talking to somebody else. Petunia, I'm just doing a little wind down. We were talking about the Debbie Collier case. I'm about to end it though, but just kind of chatting and explaining what happened to me last night. It was crazy. Anyway, all right, guys. I think I'm gonna go finish editing. Oh, thanks, Unsolved. Said you want to upgrade. Thank you. You're the best. And used it. I know it's so horrible, James. It's so horrible. Gosh. Yeah, I have some stuff as far as with the Kylie that some kind of like interesting stuff. But yeah, I don't maybe on the next live. I don't know when I'm gonna do the next Kylie live. Maybe tomorrow. Like I said, I want to edit a couple pre-recorded, so maybe tomorrow I'll hop on and we'll do because I still wanted to talk about a few things, you know, that I got cut off last night on the live. All right, well, maybe they, yeah, Whitney. Oh, is Keiklo here? Keiklo, hey Ian. I know it's weird. Zubaloo, it's definitely weird. Hey, Liberty, NA. Missing and missed. Unsolved cases and news. Oh, where's Keiklo? I'm trying to find Keiklo real quick. Poetic Justice. I love that movie with Tupac and Janet Jackson. Have you seen that? Such a good movie. Thanks, Michael McAllister. Yeah, maybe not, Shazza. I mean, it's definitely a weird stuff. It's gonna be interesting to find out what the cops got. Oh, Den's Den. Well, next time I'm gonna do video. Today most of the times I do, but today I just wasn't. I don't know. I just wanted to do audio. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. Well, have a good one, everybody. Thank you.